With only 9 inhabitants, Fürstenau is the smallest town in Europe. The term town was given to this place in the Middle Ages, when Fürstenau had everything a town needed. A castle wall to ward off invaders, its own market and law court. The town has been brought back to life by the few people who call it home. Not one of them is originally from here.
Mit meinem Mann schon seit 30 Jahren in Fürstenau.
My husband and I moved here 30 years ago. The owner of the Schauenstein castle at the time was looking for a couple to take care of the garden, and we decided straight away to take up the challenge.
The castle's park requires a lot of work in summer, when we sometimes have to get up at 5:30 and work till 10 in the evening. In winter we take it easier, clearing the snow and looking after our sheep.
We like being outdoors. Here we can combine our 2 professions of gardening and farming. We like the place so much that we haven't taken a vacation in all the time we've been here.
Am Schauensteinschen Schloss hat man das Dach machen und hat dann auf dem Dach irgendwo hinter Balken hat man so zusammengekugelt.
When the roof of the Schauenstein castle was repaired, some old paintings were discovered, rolled up and hidden behind a beam. We're now trying to conserve these paintings without actually replacing or covering the damage of time. I find it important that an ancient object also reveals its history. What's the point in having an old painting that looks as if it was brand new?
Dass man an alten Objekt eigentlich die Geschichte kann ablesen. Das hat mich ein bisschen an Frankreich erinnert.
I moved here 12 years ago and opened my restoration studio. The first time I saw Fürstenau, it reminded me of a French village. Because the town lies on a rock spur, it's been an attractive place for itinerant peoples for probably a couple thousand years. There's evidence that at least since 1100, there's been a fortress here, where the episcopal goods were administered.
Together with my girlfriend, I run the castle Schauenstein. We came here 1.5 years ago, when we were actually looking for a place to open a small restaurant and hotel business of our own. Fürstenau's central location allows you to travel south to Ticino, east to St. Moritz, or north to Zurich in a relatively short time. But I always like coming back here. Even though I didn't grow up here, this is beginning to feel like home. The castle was built in such a way that the first rays of sunlight enter the rooms. The peacefulness of this small village helps you keep your feet on the ground.
And so another day ends for the few inhabitants living here. Fürstenau has an appeal that continues to charm artisans of every kind, restorers, gourmet chefs, gardeners, as well as their four-legged friends.